big hint by Rajinikanth on his political future. He says he'll decide when the time is right. Rajinikanth's member has been in the news and the subject of many speculations of whether or not he will finally take the political plunge or not. Rajinikanth now playing coy with his supporters, meeting his supporters and trying to tease the media, saying that he will take the plunge if and when need be.
Your fans want you to enter politics, sir. You're still making them to wait. Will you enter politics? Are you considering
actually
it,
what I have to convey, I conveyed the before yesterday, all right? And I have nothing more to say at present regarding that. Thank you.
And joining us live from Chennai is our correspondent Mugilan. Mugilan, how are fans reading this message now? Because Rajinikanth seems to be indicating that his options are open at the moment. He's not saying no.
Exactly. For past 3 days, Rajinikanth is meeting his fans after almost 8 years. Now, so far he has met fans from 9 districts. We spoke with his fans from 9 districts also. They have a single opinion in their mind that they want Rajinikanth to take a plunge in politics and serve the state. But when we speak with the politicians here, with the opposition parties and the ruling parties here, they have a different notion. They say most of the parties have share a similar opinion, stating that the Rajini should express his views on various issues that relating to the states and which are concerned to the state. This has been the view of the political parties here. But Rajinikanth is very much cleverly keeping his options open. He is stating that as for now he has no aspirations to enter into politics, but if God is willing, he will enter into politics. And he also says, nobody should be disappointed as I entered politics, as he will keep the people who are greed for money and power will be kept aside from him. This has been the comment said by Mr. Rajinikanth on 15th. Today, NewsX had took a bite from him. During that also, he said that he will take a plunge.
Yes, in fact, Mugilan, you're talking about that exclusive reaction that you've got from Rajinikanth on camera. We're just going to try and play that out again for our viewers. You can make up your own mind. Is the superstar saying, I am not giving you a clear answer yet, but I'm not saying no?
Let's play that soundbite right now. If we can, we'll go back to Mugilan in just a bit. Let's see what Rajinikanth has said. There it is.
Your fans want you to enter politics, sir. You're still making them to wait. Will you enter politics? Are you considering
actually
it, sir?
what I have to convey, I conveyed the before yesterday, all right? And I have nothing more to say at present regarding that. Thank you.
All right, Mugilan, this has been going on for a very long time. Rajinikanth initially dismissed all speculation, saying he was not interested in politics, but there has been a lot of speculation for a while now. In fact, NewsX broke the story, if I'm not incorrect, about 2 months ago, that there was a plan. He had met top BJP leaders, and the plunge that he was going to take at some point was going to be done with the help of the BJP. Now, is there any truth to that today?
Exactly. Anyone who is following Rajini closely can understand. For a decade, he has been conveying the same message. But when he spoke with fans on 15, his political comment was much more nuanced. This is what the political analysts feel here in Chennai. They feel Rajini was always evasive when he comment on politics. But this time, when he's speaking with his fans, he said, as of now, there is no aspirations. But if God is willing, he will definitely take a plunge in politics. This is what Rajini had to say. And we also saw during the RK Nagar elections a BJP RK Nagar candidate, Mr. Gangai Amaran, making a courtesy call to meet Rajini. He met Rajini at his residence and took his blessing. This is something what happened, and we also saw BJP is continuously trying to woo in Rajinikanth inside the party fold for some time now, and this is something what the speculation has started, and the opposition parties have already smelled it and they have already started.
All right, stay on, Mugilan, stay on. Suman Siraman joins us, the political analyst. out of Chennai, joining us right now on the phone line. Sumant, we've spoken about this earlier, and I believe you had expressed some sort of reservations about whether or not Rajinikanth will actually do it. It does look like now he's seriously considering it. It has got all the signs that he might have gotten support. He's been speaking to BJP top leadership as well. But since politics, since the time of MGR, has gotten progressively dirtier, do you think Thalaiva has the stomach for it?
Well, I think, this has been going on long enough, and he'd better make up his mind fast. Already, this has been the subject of a lot of memes which are going out on social media. I think people have started to look at it more as a kind of entertainment. I think if he wants to, certainly he has got every right to, and he has got a huge fan base. But I think he's got to make up his mind. This kind of, I will come when God wants me to, and stuff like that. How long can this go on?
No,
I think
I understand he's got a legion of fans, and they're all very loyal as well. But is it going to be the second coming, really? It's MGR 2.0, if you will, because as I believe, and you will know better than I do, politics has changed since the time of MGR. Anything goes. His personal life will not be out of bounds. The fact that he's not from Tamil Nadu and he's made it his home really cannot be out of bounds as well. Like I said, politics has gotten dirtier. Does he have the stomach for it?
No, I think it's very clear. The only reason why I feel that he would have some potential now is because of the vacuum that's been created in the state, where the state is desperately searching for a leader. Otherwise, if he had wanted to come in, say, last year when Jayalalitha was alive, he wouldn't have stood a chance at all. But now, in the changed circumstances, if he does make up his mind, if he goes on with this thing for another 6 months saying, I'm waiting for God to tell me and stuff like that, I think people will start, he will become an object of ridicule. It's very, very unfortunate, at least as far as this issue. Of course, he will still retain his massive fan base, and we are all huge fans of his movies. But as far as him and politics is concerned, I'm sure if he doesn't announce something in the next week or two, I think he will be clearly missing the bus.
Okay, let's talk hypothetical, Sumant. In case he does, this is a hypothetical I'm very clearly marking right now, the kind of fans that he has, the kind of loyal fans that he has, can that be turned into a formidable political machine?
Look, I think what he first needs to do is he needs to get a team of people around him who have got some kind of credibility with the people. Now, if he just brings in all his fans association people, the mistake that Mr. Vijayakanth made earlier was it was a complete disaster, because most of the people who were around were basically members of fans association with a handful of political elements. So if Rajinikanth builds a team, brings in some good people who have got credibility in the public space, and with some amount of political experience, I'm sure that he would be able to make an impact beyond just the fans associations. I'm sure even other people who are, look, you have to understand that people in Tamil Nadu are desperate for an alternative to the AIDMK and the DMK. And
So clearly the situation in Tamil Nadu politics right now is conducive for an entry like Rajinikanth. But do you think it can be done without, let's just call it, help from external forces?
Well, there will be help from quote-unquote external forces that you are referring to. There's no doubt about it. Now, the question is, he may not actually join hands with the external forces openly, but there will be the backing. There may even be an alliance with some of these external forces that you talk about. So it's very likely. The BJP has been owing him for so many years. So I'm sure that should he come in, and he's never hidden his religious identity as a strong Hindu, so on. So I'm sure that if he does come into politics, there would be
And it does help the quote-unquote external forces as much as it would help Rajinikanth. They'll get a foothold in a state that's never been relevant ever. Thank you so much for joining us, Sumant Sriraman. I think Lokupriya also sent a report just a while ago. Take a look at this. This is exclusive.
Will he or won't he? That has been the question in the minds of Rajinikanth fans for the past 20 years. And now superstar Rajinikanth says he will decide when the time is opportune. Speaking to the fans here in Chennai, Rajinikanth categorically stated that he is an instrument in God's hand. Today he is a politician. Tomorrow he does not know what he will be. So clearly Rajinikanth keeps his fans waiting, even as a lot of them have urged superstar to enter politics. It remains to be seen if the actor will take the plunge. In Chennai, with video journalist Videsh, Lokupriya, NewsX.